Marco.
What?
Marco.
What the fuck do you want?
Anyone? Anyone here?
Good idea.
How y'all doing? It's an Andrew here and welcome to the last video I'll be making in 2018. Boy, it's crazy to think 2018 is just swept under the carpet and we're nearly into a brand new year and a brand new month. Wow. But before 2018 ended, we had the last round of fixtures because the Bundesliga and Liga are off on their winter break. They're sleeping in a bed, and little one said,
"Do not bully people."
But we only got Premier League and the Serie A to talk about in this episode. So let's kick it off, shall we? Woof! It's Liverpool versus Arsenal, and Liverpool won this game 5-1. But to be honest, wasn't really surprised because Arsenal have only kept 3 clean sheets all season. Only Manchester United, Fulham have less clean sheets than them. Also, Arsenal couldn't even defend if you teach them how to defend. I mean, Emery must have coaching tactics on the board, teaching them how to actually defend. It's like it's schoolboy error stuff at times. But Liverpool were 1-0 down in this game. That's right, Arsenal actually did take the lead in this match. Crazy to think of, really. Martinelli's really good goal. Arobi with a really good ball into the box. He scores. And then about, I don't know, 2 minutes later, all hell broke loose. It's like Arsenal just caved in. It's like Arsenal just let the gate open in the castle and just let the Liverpool players just attack them. That's probably a bad reference to any people who watch the 300 movie or any movie that has balls of castle in it.
It's a medieval killing machine, and we are going to storm it. Alright, ready?
But like I said, Liverpool scored their first goal, which was a really good finish from, to be honest, a no-look finish from Firmino. Really good goal. The second goal was sublime. It was typically bad Arsenal defending, but great Liverpool attacking. Sadio Mane got the ball, put it into Mohamed Salah. Salah with a beautiful inter-pass, and Firmino just dodges one, dodges two, dodges the third, in the back of the net. Phenomenal goal, 2-1, and then it was 3-1 because Arsenal don't know how to defend from a fucking corner. Literally, Mohamed Salah is on mark. Beautiful pass into Mane. Mane, the freedom of the park to score whenever he wants. He made it 3. Mohamed Salah got a penalty, and he made it 4. In the second half, they also got another penalty in the second half, Liverpool, and made it. And Firmino got his hat trick, his first ever career hat trick. Crazy to think that's actually, I never believed he never scored a hat trick in his career. I thought he scored a hat trick for like Hoffenheim, the Bundesliga, but no, he hasn't. So congratulations to him. He was man of the match. But I also want to give a mention to Ronaldo. I thought he was excellent, but he was the enforcer. He's been exceptional this season for Liverpool in midfield. He's made some great tackles. He's been really well coached in terms of Jurgen Klopp getting the best out of him. I thought Fabinho at times had a tricky game, but he played well, along with many others. Plus Sadio Mane was excellent as well. Liverpool, right now, that this could be the year Liverpool. This could be, they've had a great 2018. What a way to end 2018 for them. A Champions League final. Yes, they lost to Real Madrid, even though Gareth Bale scored one of the greatest ever goals in history of the Champions League. And it didn't even win the Puskas Goal of the Year award. I don't know who does them votings. I don't know. But Liverpool had a great 2018. Got that Champions League final. Top of the Premier League, 7 points clear because Man City won this weekend. They're back to, they got the sort of, the hurry up, you could say. They're back from their little mini slump that they were in at Christmas. So we're all set as between these two teams at the start of the season. It's Liverpool and City. I haven't changed my mind. As for Arsenal, they are defensively in depth, and for me, if they don't get centre backs in the January transfer window, they will not finish in the top 4. Now we're heading to Serie A, and before the winter break, we had the last round of fixtures for Serie A this weekend, which was starting off with Juventus, who have now made it, and they're still unbeaten after beating Sampdoria 2-1. Ronaldo scores his 14th league goal of the season. Remember at the start of the season, people say, oh, Cristiano Ronaldo struggled to score 20 goals in Serie A. The man has only scored 14 in half a season so far.
That's why he's the GOAT!
How much can this man actually score this season? He could easily score 30, 40 goals in Serie A. And we're just hit the winter break. It's ridiculous. He's a top goal scorer, and he's one of the greatest players to ever kick a ball. If anybody ever says, "Oh no, shut up," we're watching the probably him and Messi, two of the greatest players to ever play football. Simple. But I'll give credit to Sampdoria. I thought they played really well, apart from obviously the goal that was disallowed thanks to VAR. Right decision in the end. And I keep saying it, man. VAR has been a massive influence in terms of decisions going in. We also like the World Cup, and now next to the Bundesliga, and all the leagues, bar the Premier League has it. So the right decisions are being made, even though it's taken probably far too much time. But again, it's going to have teething problems. It will get better because the referees, the players, and also the fans will get more used to it. So we get time. But I give credit to Sampdoria. They played well. Quagliarella scored another goal. I think he's now scored 9 goals in 9 games. The last player to do that in Serie was David Trezeguet. Man, he was the player, and man, need to bow down to this man and get him back in the Italian national team, for goodness sake, because he is Italy's best striker right now. Simple as that. Because you tell me, don't you dare tell me who else is better than this man right now. The guy is scoring goals. He's up there with the top of the Capocannoniere this season, next to Icardi, Immobile, and Ronaldo, for goodness sake. So he's doing a remarkable season there. Sampdoria had a really good spell at the minute, and they could easily have an outside chance of Europa League spot this year. But Juventus keep winning. Another record's gone from Serie A, and they broke it. The 50 something points, unbeaten again. Can they go a whole season unbeaten? Probably yes. They're heading back to England in the Premier League, off to London, and Tottenham against Wolverhampton Wanderers. And Tottenham Hotspur, when you think everything's going great, and then everybody says, "Oh, they just jumped Tottenham just jumped Man City at the top of the second place in the Premier League after a massive win against Bournemouth," and now obviously Man City lost to Leicester on Boxing Day. Man, how things have totally changed, because when the pressure gets on to Tottenham, they can't handle it, and that's Tottenham's problem for so long now. They cannot deal with pressure. Peer pressure is their kryptonite, you could say. Because look at that, I mean, Tottenham, you should expect them to beat Wolves. They were 1-0 up in this game. Harry Kane, who was honoured into the Queen's honour list for having a great World Cup, so congratulations to Harry Kane, congratulations to everyone, Harry Kane's family, everybody associated with Harry Kane. He's had a fantastic year, and scored a really good goal with his weak foot, left foot. Didn't know Harry Kane can actually score goals with his left foot, especially goals like that. Incredible. But the wheels came off Tottenham. You could say that their squad depth, you can totally see in this game, is massively the reason why they're not going to be challenged for the title, because you're playing, especially in the Christmas fixtures, you're playing like 6 games, including the FA Cup, which is coming up next weekend. That's going to be a massive hindrance for them, and I keep saying for Tottenham, they are not title challengers because they didn't invest in their squad. They rely so much on Son, Eriksen, Dele Alli, Oliveira, Vertonghen, Kane. Nobody else someone else has to step up to the plate. Like Mr. Sissoko has to step up to the plate. I know he's had a very good purple patch at the minute, but again, he doesn't score goals. Eric Dyer has been in and out of the team. Victor Wanyama has come back from injury. Dembele has literally been a ghost in the past couple of months. I don't know where he's been. So this is the reason why Tottenham will not win the league, is because their squad depth is nowhere near good enough to City's and Liverpool's. As for Wolves, what a stellar season they're having. They're only only got a couple of points off actually being above Man United in the table. Not far away from Arsenal. They're having a stellar season, incredible season. And for me, the Wolves manager, Nuno Espirito Santo, has to be up there for manager of the season. 7th in the league, best of the rest in the Premier League. And boy, if they had a good centre forward, I don't get me wrong, Raul Jimenez is a really good striker. Don't think he's a great finisher, but Wolves have a major chance of being a real player in the Premier League for season upon seasons to come. Great win for them against a top 6 team, which they've done really well this season against the top 6. Now heading back to Italy, and there was a massive relegation 6-pointer between Chievo and Frosinone. Worst Serie A team 20th against the second worst Serie A team in 19th. And Frosinone were beaten in this game against a Chievo side who had a terrible start to the season. They sacked their manager, they had a points deduction due to a match fixing or something like that. So they literally were backs against the wall, but they got a big win. I think the results against Inter massive draw, came back and got a point in that game, and also other results has definitely helped them, give them a little bit of confidence. A new manager brings new belief, and that's what definitely they've done this season, Chievo. So it's a massive win for them. They get them closer going into 2019 with a big chance of staying in Serie A. Unlike 2 months ago, I thought they were doomed. As for Fiorentina, just being promoted to Serie A, I don't think they'll stay up. I don't think they have a goal scorer. I don't think they concede far too many goals. I think they have the worst goal difference in Serie A. I also think they concede the most goals in Europe. So it doesn't look good for them. Now we're heading back to England, and the last game to talk about in the Premier League was Manchester United against Bournemouth. Man United have been a totally different team since they sacked Mourinho. It's almost like the Grim Reaper or Darth Vader, which Mourinho was. He just sucked the life out of Manchester United. Now, since he's gone, Man United sacked him, everything's happy. The players are happy. The fans are happy. Even the fucking staff are happy. Sir Alex Ferguson's happy. Man United are going to a new year with a bit of optimism and a bit of belief. Who's to say that, hey? Who's this fault? They sack a manager and everything else is hunky-dory. But I give credit to Man United. I think the one player who's been definitely, since Mourinho sacked, that Man United have been massively gone up in stature is Paul Pogba. He's been sensational. Against Cardiff, I thought he was excellent. I know he didn't get man of the match, probably because Martial scored a goal and put one of the goals of the season, to be honest. Great team play goal. But especially against Huddersfield and especially against Bournemouth, he has been absolutely the stellar player, and looks like the £90 million player Manchester United were going to get when they signed him, because he was an excellent. I didn't even know Pogba was a goal scorer. I didn't know. At Juventus, he's always been him and Pirlo along with Marchisio. They're usually always like in playoff. Sometimes do score goals, but I didn't see Pogba going into the box and actually being on the end of crosses and scoring goals. Especially his second goal, the header goal, was a really good goal and really great cross from, I think it was Martial across the ball. But Man United are playing with so much freedom. Rashford, I thought, also had a great game. He looks like to be back to his best. He's now playing up front in his own. I've said this for months. Play Marcus Rashford up front, because you might do something. You might be something different. I'm not saying Lukaku's a bad striker. I'm not saying Lukaku's a bad player. I like Lukaku. I think he's a good striker. I don't think he's a good finisher. But if you give Rashford a chance, he might do something, and that's what he's done. I also think Martial's been playing fantastic as well. The whole team, even Matic, he's a ball-playing CDM now. Who saw that, hey? It's amazing it's a bit of optimism, a new manager, new belief, giving confidence to the team can do. As for Bournemouth, you played Manchester United at the worst possible time. Also, I want to give a shout out to Daley Brooks. This kid is impressing me every single time I watch him. He was probably Bournemouth's only standard player. He crossed a really good ball in for Bournemouth's goal for Nathan Aker's really good header. But for me, if he keeps performing the way he's going, I don't see him being at Bournemouth for very long. And the last game to talk about is AC Milan against Spal. And AC Milan are now only a point off the top four, and actually, to be honest, after their ill-health injuries, they've had so many. There's one team that's been struggling with injuries, is AC Milan. They have had 10 senior players all out with injuries, every single one of them, and these are all international players, all got over 100 caps for their country. They're all injured, and they rely so much on young talent and also Higuain to get them out of the hole. Even though Suso got sent off in this game by decision, 2 yellow cards, but the young AC Milan player came in this game. I don't know his name. He scored his goal, and he scored. He also was part of the Higuain goal as well. So he looks a real prospect for the future. AC Milan are only a point up the Champions League places now, and have a major chance this year to finish in the top 4 for the first time since they won the Scudetto in 2012 when they had legs of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Thiago Silva. Boy, that was a team back then. You look at AC Milan's team back then. So they are going in the right direction. I still feel Gattuso, he's starting to work for me, man. He really is, man. I thought at the start of the season, I don't think he'd been there. Arsene Wenger was ranked with AC Milan, so we're waiting to see that. But for me right now, AC Milan are major players in the Champions League places this season. Spal, you need a happy new year or some belief, because you guys could easily go to Serie B. So guys, then on the football impact for 2018, and this is my last video of 2018. Hope you all have a merry happy new year, and hopefully 2019 is a better year than 2018 if you all had a terrible 2018. I haven't. I've had a great 2018. I want to thank every single one of you for watching my videos this year, for giving me positive feedback, for liking the videos, for subscribing to the channel. It means a lot because I don't know who watches my content, but you guys seem to watch it, and it really means a lot. So thank you so much for everything you've done for me this year. So have a happy new year and enjoy yourselves as well. And by the way, say no to drugs. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Please like, subscribe, the natural. We'll see you later.